What's up, YouTube? Homer, BasementFigs, coming from FigTalk. First freaking episode under the new name, FigTalk. Let's go. So how do we make episode 1 a special one? What we do is bring in a special guest. Some of you guys might know him and some of you might not. But I found this guy on YouTube. This guy, since the beginning, would always comment. And I was lucky enough to click on his name. And I went down this rabbit hole. And I was blown away. This guy was pumping out massive amounts of shorts almost daily. They were so well done. Informative, charismatic, educational, easy, short. So if you guys don't know who our special guest is, go check out his page. His page is called Cajun. His name is Chuck. Chuck, I am so excited that you can join us today. Chuck, welcome to FigTalk.
Thanks, Homer. I'm really excited to be here today. I look forward to chatting with you and answering some questions.
All right, Chuck. Tell the viewers a little something about yourself. How long you've been in the hobby? And what got you into the hobby?
So a little bit about me. I was born and raised in Louisiana, the Cajun heartland, Cajun country. So my roots are pretty southern, pretty authentic. I lived there for probably most of my youth up until my mid-adult life before I moved away. As far as getting into figs, when I was a kid, there was always figs around. My grandparents had figs on both sides of the family. Everybody's grandparents had figs, so it was always there. So when I moved away from Louisiana, I left a little bit behind. You can take a Cajun out of the swamp, but you can't take the swamp out of a Cajun. For one thing that didn't really grow well in the ground to where I moved now currently, Indiana, was figs. So figs were a little bit of my life when I was growing up, and I wanted to share that with my kids. For about 5 years now, I've been having figs. I've been growing and tending and caring for figs at this property, and it's a little challenging. Well, that being said, I didn't give up. I tried putting some figs in the ground, some hardy Chicago hardies, and they died all the way down to the ground. It was new plants and they weren't yet established, so lesson learned. After that, I started going down the rabbit hole being the internet as far as knowledge and searching YouTube. So YouTube was a great resource for a lot of education, learning curves, people who were very similar in location to where I'm at. So I started learning from them people, watching what they did, watching these creators, these content creators, show their figs, show their failures, and go through the hard knocks of trying to get a fig.
Chuck, as you know, I'm really trying to do something a little different with the channel. I know we have plenty of time to talk about figs, but I'm really interested in really understanding why are you sharing your hobby and why did you finally press that record button?
So I started scouring the internet for as much information as I could find about figs, fig culture, in-ground, above-ground, ones that do well in the cold. And I got to a point where I was on YouTube. I got to a point where I watched all their videos and they stopped creating content. There was no new fig videos out. There was, they had covered what they needed to and they were done. So I took it upon myself. I was like, well, let me go ahead and give it a try. I figured, why not make some videos, make some shorts. Each one, I'm looking at certain varieties, certain figs that I have, and share that with people. That's the big thing. I wanted to share with people with like interest, with a community of people who enjoy doing what we're doing. All of us are tuning in to do is grow delicious fruit.
Like I said, what really drew me to your channel was your shorts. They were short, very informative, and I was just drawn into your style. Again, I joked with you. I wish I had your voice. It's so sexy, man. Kudos to you. Now that you're a content creator, I need to know, what are you watching these days? Who inspires you and what content you're consuming these days?
Homer, thank you for the compliment. I don't know about the voice, but it's just the way that I speak. But I do appreciate it. As far as content, well, of course, I've watched a lot of your videos. I've gone through all of your basement series. I've watched your shaping, just the amazing job that you do with the potting and the jadam and everything. I just really enjoyed that. Other creators out there, I used to watch, like I said, some older guys back in the day, Dan Foster. Dan Foster put out a lot of videos about cuttings and, doing all kind of great stuff. And he's just up north from where I live. So that was one of them that's like, hey man, if he can do it, 100 miles north of me, then I can definitely do it here. Figaholics, there's lots of content that he put out. I mean, I just love his videos. They're great. Another guy I used to watch was Notorious FIG. His scaffolding, when he's talking about his plants, they're just on point. The shapes, the beauty. Again, and the way that I found you, Homer, was through him, through his scaffolding when he's setting up the shape of his figs. So I came across his videos, and that kind of led me to your videos. And I've always appreciated, watching your videos, the style and everything. So.
All right, Chuck, I have a hard question for you to answer. If you can travel back in time and tell your younger, more inexperienced self something about the hobby, what would you tell yourself?
Travel back in time. Time travel, so fascinating. I love it. If I could travel back specifically, not just for figs, but any fruit, anything, any project that I've attempted and failed a couple times, the big thing is don't get frustrated. Younger me, frustrated, impatient, wanted it right away. Well, even now, we want what we want, and we're kind of impatient. Take your time, relax. It's okay. You don't have to have everything figured out right away. You're gonna have some failures, you're gonna have some successes. You're gonna have a variety of both, but the more you do it, the more you practice, the better you'll get at it. So those failures become less and the successes become more. So stick with it, keep your chin up, and fig on.
All right, Chuck, I can't thank you enough for your time and hanging out with us on FigTalk. If you haven't seen his channel, again, it's called Cajun. The link will be in the description below. Click that link, check out his channel, hit the subscribe button, support another awesome guy in the Fig community. But before we go, Chuck, I have one final question to ask you. How does it feel to join the FigTalk team?
When you first reached out to me, I'm just sitting here making some videos, and I saw your comment, and I was like, bro, that's Homer from BasementFigs. I've been watching him for over a year, and you wanted to contact me and talk to me, and we spoke on the phone that first time, and you explained your vision, what you saw for like the Fig community. I was like, dude, this is so amazing. I couldn't have explained it. It's like eating that first fresh fig of the season. It's just that anticipation. But that was the excitement I felt when he told me what he was thinking about and what I saw, what this could be, what FigTalk could be. And I mean, how could I pass that opportunity up? I couldn't. So, man, I said yes with a big grin on my face. Let's do this.
Chuck, you know how excited I am when I first called and you said yes. Welcome to the fam. FigTalk, like I said, we're blowing this channel up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I'm Homer from FigTalk.
And I'm Cajun Chuck with FigTalk.
Love you guys. Peace.
And I'm Chuck with FigTalk. Hands. And I'm Chuck with FigTalk. I'm Chuck and I'm here to make some figs with FigTalk.